Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today on the hill, Blake Snell.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Leading off, Michael Harris II. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So here's Riley now.
1-2.
One out, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Betts whips it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the air, center field. Edman in position. Brings it in. And that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Reynaldo Lopez. What do we need to know here?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Outside low, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here's Freddie Freeman. The 1-1 is fouled off. Betts over at first with 1 away. kicks and fires. Freeman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
First and second, one out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Check on the runner. And Betts dives back.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike two. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Grounder might be two. Over to second for one. And that's two.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Top of the second, Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that one wrapped foul. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one hammered but pulled foul. Second inning here, no score. Out to center. Edman sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there are two outs.
Batting sixth, catcher Sean Murphy.
Two outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 2-1 now. That's down and in. Swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, Will Smith to the plate.
Will Smith.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Smith on at first. Nobody out. And that skips into dirt.
Well, knowing that his hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
This one looks like trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. He scores, and they have the lead.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runner at second, nobody out. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. Out of here. A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering popped in the air, right field. De La Cruz makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
The changeup missing. Now 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Shohei on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner on the go again. This one popped up. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Third inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. On to the third inning. And here is Brian De La Cruz.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And he can't come up with it.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
So a man at first. Here's Orlando Arcia. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Batting ninth, left fielder Jared Kelnick.
Here's Jared Kelnick. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Spin, throw, that's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Number 5.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that clips the inside corner. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Freeman hits it in the air. Kelnick sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Whips it to first. And they get the out on Smith. Out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves nothing. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Here's a 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Outside low. 3-2 now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Ripped to third. On to first.
Yep,
leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
The batter now, Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 down, bases empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Swing and a ball popped up. Muncy pulls it down, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Lopez fires. Not close with that one. 2-2. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to go. Neris also throwing. Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher.
Now that
Hard
is
downward break at the very end that just dips
Tommy.
below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Tremendous job of getting set up behind and underneath this ball to come through with full momentum. A strike thrown to third base. That'll end the inning, and the dugout is fired up.
And we're back. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fly ball center field. Edman settles underneath it. One down.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away. So here's Murphy now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Right fielder,
Now a
Brian
chance
De La
for
Cruz.
Brian De La Cruz. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Braves strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Rojas.
On the ground, right side. Albies tosses to first. One up, one down. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Love to see it.
One ball.
Power versus power right there.
Ball. 2-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some
next,
point
for the
succumbed to that
Dodgers,
pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Reynaldo Lopez is done, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. Pierce Johnson will take over.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
There's a high chopper. Arcia fires across the diamond, and Betts is set down. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Conforto drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Late with the swing there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. And that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Freddie Freeman. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. Just missed. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So, man aboard. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Next pitch misses way outside. Man at first, one away. Breaking ball misses down and away. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Max Muncy at the dish. There's a swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. That's not coming back. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the series. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Michael Conforto will climb in. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone. 2-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. And the lead is now 5-0. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout.
Up next,
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the catch, inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Braves nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hector Neris.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Tommy Edman.
Off the mark there. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. This one in the air. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that misses. 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And there's a base hit to left. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Here's Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. His first homer of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 8-0.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Hector Neris out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Angel De Los Santos comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next pitch is outside. Just got him on that one.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Fouls one off, 2-2. Two outs. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. It's now an 8-0 game. This is MLB The Show's game of the week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And a big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. Man at first, nobody out. Here's Sean Murphy. And it's fouled away. Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Blake Snell gives way, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound. And we'll have a new arm for you in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Kirby Yates. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Kirby Yates.
At the plate, Brian De La Cruz. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one hammered. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
So up next, Orlando Arcia. Got him looking. And there's one away. next for Atlanta, Jared Kellner.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Second and third, one away. That one the other way, and no one can get there. One run across. Now 2 runs score, and it's 8-3. And in its second with an RBI double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Stepping in, Michael Harris the second. 1 out and a runner at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he chases that one. 2 gone now.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Here comes Austin Riley. Man on second, 2 down. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Austin Riley delivers his second homer of this series. It's 8-5. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did, as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Here, oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 8-6.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down, and now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there, and it's gone. He jacks that one out to left. Third home run of the season. It's 8-7.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
2 outs, nobody on. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kirby Yates will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Braves 7. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
Now
Pretty tight
pitching
game,
for
so they're
Atlanta,
looking for quality pitches out
number
of him right
49,
here. Got to do his best to keep
Aaron
the score
Bummer.
right where it is.
Now one missed.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Here comes Max Muncy. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's even up.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. De La Cruz makes the catch. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And here's Michael Conforto. Here's a 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball.
1 run game. 1 out. 1 on. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 8 and the Braves 7. And welcome back to the
Leadoff for
ballpark.
Atlanta,
And now,
catcher,
Sean Murphy. Strike 2. Swing and a tapper. Throw on to Freeman. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Brian De La Cruz next up for the Braves. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Grabs it barehanded. In time. Got him.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Jurickson Profar. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a hit.
Now batting.
That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
2 outs, runner at first. Jared Kellner digs in now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And now 2-2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So the ripped on the ground to second, and that is the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup. And a nice win today.
And a final 8-7. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.